Currently what we're forecasting for next year is an oversupply picture. The 500,000 barrels that they're currently banding about, really that's kind of something that we don't feel is enough to push that kind of oversupply picture out of the kind of spectrum. If we do have compliance from all members, most notably Nigeria and Iraq, they've been probably historically the ones who've been the least compliant. You know, you could see an extra probably 100 to maybe 300,000 barrels full compliance across the group, somewhere around that order as well. So you could see a material impact to what the supply-demand balance is. However, I would caution one of the agreements that was widely confirmed was that for OPEC plus members, they will now be exempt from counting condensate in their production numbers. So for Russia, that's a pretty significant amount. It's well over 1 million barrels. And so that's still going to hit the market
just
as part of that.
To our non-oil specialist audience why that matters and what the difference between condensate and oil supplied to the market is.
So condensate is a form of light crude. Generally, it comes from the production of gas, but for all intents and purposes, it's a form of crude. It's just a light end version, which is used in a lot of the same way that light crude is used. So it's a like-for-like product. It's just how that particular product is formed and the types of fields that it comes from, relatively more gaseous fields.
Which makes it quite an interesting exemption, doesn't it, based on your description? I want to get to the heavy lifting required from the Saudis at this point, because we've seen a motivation around the Saudi Aramco listing that a higher oil price would be positive for the kingdom's ambitions. At what point do you think, as we see a breakdown later on today, if this 500,000 per barrel cut is in fact the number, how much of that is likely to be the Saudis?
Well, at this point, the numbers that I've heard is about 2/3 of the 500,000 will be OPEC itself. Historically, they've had across the board breakdown. I think it was roughly about 3% of everybody's production totals at that point. However, Saudi's been over compliant for the full production cut for the last year, and they're probably going to do a lot of that heavy lifting. But this is where that compliance aspect that we just discussed comes into play. Saudi has gone well above their compliance number, so you could possibly see them bringing their total production down in order to just barely meet their production cut and have other members meet that as well.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.